Hello, everybody. If you're watching, I'm working on my camera. Oh, I have so many things in the way. So many things. Trying to clean up a little bit before anybody gets here. Hi, Apple, Renee, how are you? Let's see, I gotta lift this a little bit more. Oh, I know, my tripod's too high. Let me lower that down a little bit more. There. That's what I was thinking. That's what we had last time. Gotta remove some of the stuff. My stuff changes every time I do a show or a live, or even if I'm just sitting here crafting by myself. Always changes. Oh, this one? Well, have you seen this particular book? This is kind of amazing to me. I love this one. I was going through a box of stuff of books from my parents' house that I snatched, and this was in it. I don't necessarily remember reading it, but when I looked at it, it's copyright 1968. It looks just like those Rankin and Bass, stop motion animation puppets. And I think it might be the same puppet artist that did those, because it's a Japanese artist. And I remember that the Rankin and Bass, when they first started, had a Japanese puppeteer. So it might be the same ones. So I'm going to do a little bit more research. But this was obviously falling apart. So I was going to try to sort of rescue it a little bit. Now, I'm not a professional book restoration expert, but I have a few things that I can use to put it back together for my own collection, basically. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So did you have a nice visit with Jen and the crew, Helen? And I didn't recognize the other gal. Maybe I know her by name, but not by face. Maybe you could help me. The gal that was in the pictures. So let's see. Do I want glasses? Probably. Let me see if my regular. Oh, that was Jean Marie. Oh, does she have a YouTube name that's different? Where's my glasses, Macy? Okay, this is odd. Macy, what did you do with my glasses? because I don't wear them very often or for everything. I end up losing them. Oh, here they are. Yes. They escaped my my bedside table. All right. The cats need to keep better track of my glasses. Hi, Danielle. How are you? Hey, Kathy. How are you? No, they weren't on my head this time. Oh, okay. Nice. I don't recall meeting her, but sounds like you all know who she is. That's great. All right. I have been doing some junk journaling, and I am going to get into that a little bit today. But this was on my mind because I was rummaging through a box for some junk journaling items, things to add to the junk journals I'm working on. Came across this book and thought, oh, I'm gonna do a little repair work because I want this to last a little bit longer, at least in my own collection. So I did a little cleanup on the outside with just a wet wipe, sanitizing wipe. And I do see some of this holographic thing is coming up, so I'm going to glue that down. Some that you see listed on eBay don't have this at all. And even though in general this whole thing is pretty rough condition, I want to save it. So that's a little, sorry, it was out of screen. A little like holographic, I think that's what you call it, where it's kind of like 3D little thing. So I have my it's fabric tack glue. It's something a lot of junk journalers use. I think it's a silicone based and made for fabric, but it's really good for paper as well, and it really holds nicely. And I just got these little bottles because it has a really fine tip and is easier to use than the big thing. It's kind of pricey glue, but it's it grabs fast, dries clear, acid-free, washable, bonds fabrics, lace, glass, leather, wood trim. Some of you might be familiar with this already, but I had not ever had any of it before. So I got that. Could make it into an accordion book. Oh, Kathy, you have the best ideas. I could, I did think about, okay, do I want to just try to piece it back together, or do I want to do something crazy and creative with it? I don't know. I love this cow. This cow is everything. This cow. Look at that. I love it. I love that cow. And it's so neat. And this guy and his teeth, he's just, look at him. And the chicken is just sitting there. Is it the chicken? Magic hen. Okay. Sometimes it's a goose that lays a golden egg. Here it's a magic hen. And then, yeah, the woman brings him his magic harp. He just bosses everybody around. And then look at him running. It's so funny. Oh, God. Okay, well, Kathy, I'm going to have to figure out what an accordion book is first, because I don't know what that is. But if you guys think that would be a good thing, then I'll look into that. I'm going to first tack down these little pieces because I want them to not get any worse. Let's see how this little like needle nose bottle gets in there so nicely. Sorry for my sniffles. I'm going to take care of that in a minute. So, yeah, what is an accordion book? Come on, get under here. Where are my tweezers? There we go. Oh, the whole thing's lifting. The whole thing is lifting up. Can't see my glue, but hopefully it's in there. Let's see, this is lifting. Glue that down. Yeah, this glue is pretty awesome. It works for everything. I mean, I love me some tacky glue too, but this just grabs it really fast, and sometimes it's helpful to have it fast. Oh yeah, because got it. That might be. I'll have to look at my other board book because this is kind of a board book. I don't know if that can be made into an accordion book either, but yeah, most of them, if not all, are 2 pages connected. So, all right, let's see. Let's go to the front. I'm gonna tack this down. And then what I was thinking for the inside here is to reinforce maybe with some fabric tape or double stick tape here. Hold on a sec. All right, just trying to take care of my sniffles. My sniffles. Here it is. I was looking the other night for a bead that I dropped and just found it. Just found the bead. I'm gonna have to put it away where it goes. I'll put it there for now. Okay. So for my junk journaling, really tried, because I have a lot of crafting things, really tried to not buy anything new. But the double stick tape seemed to be important in the junk journaling world. And so I did purchase a variety pack, and it does come in handy. You can use the tape, and then usually I see them use some fabric tack too, fabric tack. But it seems to reinforce things really nicely. I'm gonna glue this guy down. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of an experiment. see, the book itself came completely off of the binding. So what I thought I might do is put a piece of fabric or double stick tape down here where the adhesive gave way, and then also put the fabric tack there, and then sort of repair the pages. The other thought I had, yeah, I know, I love these pictures, and it's so, kitschy, 60s, 70s, from when I was a kid. And I do think that these are some famous Japanese artists that worked with Rankin and Bass later for their musical kids specials that they had on TV, like Rudolph and that. So, okay. So I got my tea in my cute little mug for Easter, but I'm not ready to put this away yet because I just got it right before Easter, and it's so cute. Speaking of amazing artists, that artist line of work is beautiful, and I just saw it when I have a feeling these her products are in a lot of like boutiques that you'll see if you go to tourist destinations, because Manitou Springs, Colorado is where I saw for the first time, or at least was aware of, because I had already found this. Hannah Dale is her name, and Royal Worcester, I'm looking at the bottom of the cup, is the brand or the maker. Let's see, I'm going to move my camera, see if I can show you the bottom of this cup. That's not in focus. Anyway. She makes beautiful things. All right. Let's see. Put my phone out of the way. So I'm really, because I'm getting back into my crafting, and I really need to come up with just a exclusive crafting space. This one is sort of where, I do a lot of things in this space, but an exclusive crafting space that I can kind of just leave all my stuff out and ready. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, turn books into purses. I've seen license plates into purses. So, you know what? I'm going to use my big bottle because I don't think I need to squeeze that. I really want to hold. I mean, this is double stick tape, but from what I've watched on with other people using it, they still use the fabric tack as well, because I think they just get a little bit more secure bond. They know that it's not going to lose its with this, it's such a waterproof seal that it's going to last a lot longer than if it's just relying on the adhesive with double stick. All right. Hi, Julie. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Now, see, I before I pulled that up, I wish I'd pressed down a little bit harder to make sure that the that was, no air was left in it, but that's okay. All right, make sure those little side flaps are out of the way. Oh, wait, I'm gonna put more glue. Hey, Kathy, thanks for popping in, you guys. I'm hoping to make these lives and videos a little bit more exciting, but just is what it is right now. Just working on things and with no big agenda. If anybody has any idea for pen marks, let me know to get those off. I know for crayon and pencil, you can use an eraser, but for pen, I don't know. Alcohol? I'm not sure. All right, there it is. We'll see how that works. Again, just for my use, not doing, any kind of fancy restoration project here. Just trying to kind of put it back together. I think that should go down there. What's everyone doing today? Oh, hand sanitizer. A pen eraser. Yeah, I guess the pen erasers probably have a little bit more grit, huh? So I'm going to have to rebuild some of this that has come away. Oh, okay. Eating a late breakfast. I think I'm going to let that spine set because I don't want to mess with it. So I might set this aside and work on it more later. That will go there. I'll work on it now. I'll put a little glue here. Oh boy, taxes, yeah. Mine weren't too complicated this year, luckily. Next year will be different. Sorry if you can't see very well. It's hard to show and hold this at the same time. Yeah, I think I'm going to let that dry. Yeah, I'm going to let that dry because it wants to pull away. right there. It's a bit of a faulty, great, not a great design the way the book was put together. They did the best they could, I'm sure. Okay. See, this part needs to kind of push in a little bit. Oh, yeah. I used to do TurboTax. This year I did Tax Act because I didn't have to pay for it, and I had a pretty simple deal this year. Didn't have a house sale, didn't have a unemployment, didn't have deceased spouse, all the things that I had the previous year. I can't figure out how to get it to reach over. It just wants to pull away. Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly, Kathy. There's a lot. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's going to hold or not, but for now. All right. Yeah, they keep wanting you to pay for deluxe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the double stick tape is a good investment. Okay, so what I had been working on last time was this little junk journal for my oldest daughter. And I was reinforcing some parts here that had, the book was in a little rough shape. So I was fixing the corners, and I made a new spine with fabric on the inside. I also used some fabric sports tape. Hi, Edward. How are you? Some fabric sports or first aid tape on the inside there to reinforce it. I used some washi tape here. And here I actually had to kind of build up the pieces because a big chunk of the cardboard had left us. Just put a little glue in there because there was a space. Okay, so I was thinking I'd work on some pages today. I have put in quite a few, but I have more that I've been working on. Well, that's where I put it. Okay. How's that? Oh, nice. Oh, I'm jealous. Edward, that sounds amazing. I was going to ask you how the weather is, Edward, but I don't even want to know. I just, chances are it's amazing. So I just don't want to be envious. Ah. My daughter and her boyfriend went down to San Diego and sent some really cute pictures. Lots of sunshine. Okay, put that away. So this is my very first one. I'm keeping my expectations, moderate. And I'm starting with a very kind of rough condition little golden book. So did some reinforcing on the cover, did some reinforcing here. Took a little, the reinforced edge from some grid paper and glued it there because I figured that's going to get the most use and I wanted it to last for journaling. And then so you'll see a lot of people inking the corners, making it sort of more distressed. And I haven't done that yet. I might do that a little bit, but that's kind of not necessarily what I'm going for in this book yet. Oh, it's only 74. Okay, Edward, whatever. I think maybe it's 50 here. We'll see. We'll see how the day unfolds. And then some, like accounting, spreadsheet kind of paperwork or papers. This is like a little slide rule. Just, tucking in little interesting ephemera pieces. Because this daughter is the one that's the math PhD. So anything mathy is what I'm kind of going for in this book. And she loved 101 Dalmatians when she was growing up. And 101 is a number, so that makes sense, right? So I'm not necessarily done with all these pages. I just sort of shoved in a bunch to see how I liked it. Tucked in some note papers and other things that I'm going to be building upon that, and probably do some stamping in here, jazzing up the pages a little bit more. Here's where I took a scrap paper, 12 by 12 printed on one side and kind of folded it up to make pockets for things. And then I wanted to extend this edge out. So I put a little cardstock here and some washi tape with doggies. And I'm going to throw in this is an antique postcard of a park in Seattle that I thought she might enjoy looking at. So tuck that in. It's in a protective sleeve. That's the kind of thing I'm going to be gathering up to put in here. And also like usable note cards. I have other things too that I'll get out, stickers and things like that. Making it sort of a place you can journal, you can write in it, you can store, stationery and stickers and things that you could take out and use. You don't have to necessarily keep it in here. Just old construction paper. This one has like a stained edge. So I'll have that kind of thing. I'm just kind of showing you what I have started. Here's the second signature. I put in a little paper bag. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that in there. I'm not sure. I mean, it's fun to see, but it doesn't have a purpose. I don't know. I mean, you can write on it. I can stamp on it. You can make it more decorative, but so another one of those. I think I'm going to put up something here. Another short page. I may or may not do things like put little fabric tabs on some of these shorter pages, or the longer pages. I might be putting some. I haven't decided yet on this book because it is for a specific person. You know, if I want to put any lace or anything on it, I would love that. I don't know if Maddie, my daughter, would necessarily appreciate that. I'll have to see what other things I can come up with. Another ledger paper. There's actually two separate ones here. And I liked keeping the story intact too, so the story's in order. I don't necessarily love splitting up the pages like this when they span the whole thing, splitting them up with other pages, but I think it's fine. It'll be fine. It's hard to get around that and add enough pages to make it, you know, beefy enough. So the bag opens up. Again, not sure. I'm going to keep that as it is. And then here. So what I wanted to add is some pages that I just coffee dyed. Or coffee, I should say it's coffee stained, because it's more like you're staining the pages. Coffee dyed some notebook paper that had some math on it. And the math is courtesy of one of Dawn's kids who were doing some algebra, I guess, on this notepad, and I decided I wanted to reuse. So this was very white, and so I just kind of aged it a little bit with coffee. And it smells like coffee. It isn't bad. So I thought I could use these. That might be kind of interesting. Yeah, I haven't done the avocado dye yet. Oh yeah, Miss Pat that's a good idea. Just keep the story all together and then the pages on one side or the other. You can definitely do that. And then I also took some of the Mod Podge and some napkins, and I did a little Mod Podge. So probably cut that up and make little cards with it. So our beets, yeah, I haven't tried the beets yet. I want to. Now I don't know if I want to keep all the pages together. It's funny, I just saw the newer Cruella movie recently. Saw it again. I'd seen it a couple times. It's a really good movie. I really enjoy it. So let's see. Yeah, there's no wrong way. I know. Just, for me, making decisions is hard. To make decisions. But and I've just been, doing it kind of trial and error. I have watched a lot of different junk journaling videos. So it's almost the right size. I might just have them go that direction. But also they're kind of thin, so I'm wondering if I should just glue them onto, like one of my pieces of cardstock that I also coffee dyed. That way it would be a little firmer page. I think I might do that. I could actually have it go that way. Excuse me for 1 minute. I just have to grab something. Yes. Make a decision. Make a decision. Much easier to just slap it on here and then have it be this direction. But I could. Almost 8. Not quite. It's weird. Part of my self-healing mat is pulling up. I'm gonna glue that down. It just caught my hand and felt a little sharp. All right. Let's see. I think precision today. I'm having so much trouble with my brain. Let's look at the construction paper I pulled out. See if it's definitely bigger. Maybe I could use that for the backing of the page instead. And it'll add a little color in some places like here. So if I use that, I'll almost go out to the edge. Is this how you are too? Oh, some days I'm like, oh, I can slap this together and it's no problem. And other days I'm just like struggling. Glad it's not just me, Kathy. It really is so open-ended, and there's so many choices. And it's almost almost harder because of that. So here with this page, I just kind of, this is a piece of construction paper that I just folded in half. And so you can see how the page doesn't go all the way to the edge, which is fine. I'm going to probably just have that situation, not make them all perfect. Take my sweater off because it's getting warm up here. Well, and some days I just, some days it's just not the right day to do it. Last thing I want to do is like force myself to do something if I'm not enjoying it. Yeah, it's meant to be junk, right? This is why I thought, this is what is exciting about it. I like this one. Use that one. Yeah, chunkier the better. How do I want to adhere this? If I do glue stick, it might not hold. But let's try it just as an experiment. very old glue stick. Just trying to use up what I have before buying new stuff as much as I can. And as you can see, it has some kind of residue in there. I want to make sure to go off the edges so it'll stick on the edges. There's that smoother thing that I had out. Oh, gosh. Hi, Lorna. How are you today? Maybe I'll go ahead and glue a couple of these real quick before I start fitting them in to the book. Let's see if that glue stick holds. Like I said, it's old and I'm trying to use it up. Let's try this. Gotta use it up before I buy anything new. I'm telling myself. I did just buy a paper trimmer. I was trying to cut a lot of these pages by hand or with a metal ruler and an X-Acto knife, and it just takes a while, and there's so many like little slips that make the edges not as sharp as I want them to be. So just got a paper trimmer. Luckily I got it on sale, and it's just a small, scrapbooking one, and I think it'll come in handy. Problem is it's a little bit big for my desk, but that's okay. Well, I'll show it to you in a minute. I'll get it out. And let's see if it is a good investment. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up, y'all. So nice. having a great day, everybody. This is a great idea that I saw on a video. If you have an old credit card or gift card, you can use it to smooth down your pages with. I think it's very handy. Gives you a nice flat edge. And you see I'm almost out of this. That's good. I'm using it up. Like I said, use it up. Get a brown page in here. Let's see. This one's nice. All right, I'm going to use this one up and toss it. Yes, I'm frugal like that. Just like lipstick, there's always more in the tube. That's a toothpick. Toothpick. Waste not, want not. I swear, you guys, I drive myself crazy sometimes. So this one hasn't been used yet, so it's still purple. So I can actually see where I've glued, which is nice, especially on the edges. Had this construction paper forever, probably since my kids were very little, maybe even before that. Maybe even before I had kids, I've had this same colored construction paper. I did get rid of a lot of scrapbooking paper, unfortunately, when I moved out of my house in Seattle. But somebody else got it, probably after I donated it, and is using it and loving it. And I just picked up some new scrapbook paper for these projects. So that's okay. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to do what works because, you know, oops, at the time, I didn't want to move all that stuff, you know. Let's see, where's that? I'm glad I'm not the only one, Kathy. Still having trouble getting the edges, even though I thought I got them all. I guess if you don't get it right, put it down right away. It's probably not drying before I get a chance to put it down. Okay, so I got those done. So what I don't really care about the overhang or shortness of the pages going this direction for some reason, coming out this way, but on top and bottom, I am more concerned, probably because if it goes in a bookshelf or something, you know, for me, I didn't want things hanging down here, but I don't mind this way. I don't know. That's just how I'm starting off. I could change my mind. But I did get that paper trimmer, like I said. Let's show that. And that's what it looks like. It was only about, after the sale prices and my vouchers and stuff from Michael's, it was only about $10. I figured I'd probably get some good use out of it for the rest of my life. So I do have a larger paper trimmer. I just wanted something that I could fit on this desk. It's still going to be a little bit large, but I wanted to be able to cut 12-inch pages at least. And so that's what this does. It's about 12 inches. And then, of course, it has a little bit more on each side. So let's open this up. Don't know where my cutter is. I'll just use the scissors. I saved this cardboard I could use, or this chipboard. Oh, you have to go get the chicken. Oh, I thought you said chicken. You have to go get the children. Okay. I like the idea of getting chicken. That's cool. So if I save this, I could use this for junk journaling too, right? I can use it all. This I'm not sure if I can do anything with. Probably could make, oh, you know what I could do with this? I was going to make some templates for different things like tags and things like that. That's what I could do with that. Have a good day, Danielle. Yes. Trims up to 5 20-pound sheets of 20-pound paper. Well, we'll see about that. I'm going to work on my posture. Let's see. What does this do? This, I think, comes out. Oh, this part swings out. Yeah, this part swings out. Which on this desk, I don't know if it's going to serve me. Cutting edge scoring. Oh, there's cutting and scoring. Let's experiment with that. Scoring and cutting. I didn't know it had 2 different things on it. So what I was trying to get at here is that I was going to cut it down. cut it up here and I'm going to cut it down here. Or maybe I'll just cut it up here. Just have to cut once that way. And then I noticed some people like to just put it together and then slice things off at the end. I've been doing some of that, but I think I'm going to just try this pixie trimmer out. So I'm going to give myself a little extra room there. All right, we're going to try it. Well, would you look at that? Looky there. It seemed to work. I'm curious about the scoring option. Let me see. I want to score this piece of paper. Let's say I do. Let's say I do want to score. Let me see what the scoring is. So that's up there. Let's say I want to score along this line right here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool. Nice. That's nice to have that option. It just kind of dents it a little bit. Huh. Because, you know, some people have those things called scoreboards where they can score. People that do a lot of paper crafts have that. I might do it the other way. I did order a bone folder, you know, one of those things that helps give you a nice crease. You can see this isn't dry yet, so it's a little warpy. Tuck these underneath my mat. This one's even wetter because it's the one I used I did the all the extra glue on. Oh well, let's set that one aside. Okay, too much glue on that one. So let's see where I want to put these. Again, just trying to have fun with it, not trying to think too much, as is my tendency to do. Take that one out because it's yeah, I wanted to add more color, some more red, some more blues, things like that to the journal. Not sure. Has anyone used a paper bag in junk journaling yet? I'm not sure how I want that to go. going to add a little bit to that. Some red cardstock that I already cut down. Or I can use this piece of this. I'll use the red, and I'll use these in some other spots. I'll save these little scrappy doos. Junk journaling can really be consuming. It can, because suddenly everything is something you can use in the craft, and then you start saving things and you become a hoarder. Honestly, you just do. Back when I was when the kids were younger, and I was also a Girl Scout leader, and lots of things we were reusing, repurposing a lot of items, and so I ended up saving a ton of things, and then ended up accumulating too much also. So another reason why I got the paper trimmer is because it helps you get a little bit squarer lines because of the the right angles on it. Whereas if you're cutting on a mat, you might not get your square corners. So I'm going to trim this because it's a little bit off because I was cutting it by hand. Okay, don't want the scoring. Or I suppose I could. Can you use both at the same time? Let's see. If the first one will score it, the second one will cut it. Oh, see, it moved. Probably because I'm not using it at a good angle. Let's do this again. But keep cutting it, it might end up too short. That's the chance we take. Better angle. If you're cutting up and down, you're more successful usually. Put that right there. Glue it first. Learn your lesson. I'm going to use this glue because it just doesn't warp the pages because it's silicone, and it really just grabs on nicely. Let's see, I can do a piece of washi tape here if I want. going to play with also making some pockets because I do want to have more pockets here. I have some sideways pockets. Oh, I found this. I thought my daughter would get a kick out of this. Defensive driving, the best offense. She would just get a kick out of these kinds of graphics. Oh, look at this. Ask your doctor about how prescription medication might affect your driving. Defensive driving means driving safely in spite of conditions around you and the actions of other drivers or pedestrians. 1991. I definitely wanted to put, I think this was a course my dad took at one time. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I got my driver's license in 86. What do I want to do with this? Where do I want to put it? So I thought maybe it would fit in one of these pockets, but it's too tall. So maybe I could fit it into a pocket that has space at the bottom. Like one of these. Here. Oh, it's pretty tight in that one. Maybe I can come up with something else, like just glue it in. Yeah, I could glue it in to one of these short pages. One of these, yeah. It was a little tall. Like I said, I didn't want it to be sticking out too much on top, so I could trim it down on the top. Another option is you can also, with these ephemera pieces, just paper clip them in. Like if you didn't want to mess it up. And then, did I lose you, people? I had a few other things I was going to work on. Here I have another postcard I'm going to put in there, a little San Francisco Bay postcard, stickers, donation, and dog stickers here. There's some color in there, some little recipe cards. And I even picked up some little Pokemon money I thought would be fun to throw in there. Some donation stickers. Thanks, Lorna. I believe there's a page in the book where they're driving, and I can put this, like, give it more thought. Okay, so she's driving right here. Oh, here. That'd be a good place to put a defensive driving pamphlet. Maybe I could put it here, and that way it'll open out like this. Could just glue it down. Rearrange a little bit. This here. Yeah, they're cute. Just went around the house, gathered up stuff, that I had. So yeah, she could have used some more defensive driving, right? Apparently she survived that fall because it says the Dalmatians saw of Cruella, she was standing beside her wrecked car having a nasty temper tantrum. So she didn't perish in this fall, just in case any worried kids were out there wondering. So, do I want to commit to this? I think I will. Just commit already, Leanne. Commit. All right. Commit to it. Right here. And I could, I don't know, do something. I could put washi tape here or whatever. I think I'm going to do some mounting tape. Double stick tape on the side. See if I can make it long enough. Oh, my tummy's so gurgly this morning. Gurgle, gurgle. I think I will go ahead and trim about 1/8 of an inch off the top. Uh-oh. Is that too much? Or did it get stuck on the tape? Got stuck on the tape, I think. Let's try coming from a bit down here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. It used to be worse before my hernia surgery because that's right where my intestines were popping out. So it's a lot better than it used to be. When I was an esthetician, it was bad because, I thought it was bad because, you know, you're right here working on somebody's face when they're laying down and their head's, you know, their face up and you're doing a facial. So your stomach's right here and they can hear it. I can hear you gurgling. I was going to do it this side. Most of the time they don't hear it. You think that they hear it, but they might not actually hear it. It's still a little tall, but that's okay. I'll leave it. I don't want to trim it a ton. Well, actually, I'm going to trim it a little bit more because I messed that up. Okay. That's okay. It's all fixable. I watch a lot of these videos and they make little mistakes, so it's okay. Maybe in this case, since it's kind of thick. Oh, I know. I'll open it up. That'd be better. Oh, it won't be so hard on the blade. I'd never be able to get it that straight, even if I was using a straight edge and an X-Acto knife, it would probably move for the length of the whole thing. So, and as it is, it isn't perfect either. Find my page again. Okay. So I have my double stick tape, but I'm also going to do I'm going to put a piece here too. Edge sometimes. Do a couple small strips on the top and bottom. Okay, what's the trick to peel this stuff up? Go, just finding the corner. Kind of thought that might happen. Someone's moving his car around out there. I don't know. Covering up a little place where my double stick tape was, because this page is a little short for the book. Honestly, my daughter's not going to care. All right, so that's that. I also got these little things at the bins the other day because it's a great place to pick up things that are very inexpensive. I wanted to cover this up. It's obviously a little Valentine. I wanted to cover this up with something more Dalmatian-like, but I don't know. She might like it just the way it is. You know, just flop it in one of these places, and you know, it's just another little place where you can do some journaling. So I honestly don't love how these are curling up like this. I don't know if I will do that again. All depends on how picky I want to be about it. Maybe as it dries further, it will flatten out more. I don't know. Let's see where we are here. I also wanted to put some text pages in somewhere. And so I was looking around for books with text that I could harvest from comfortably. Because I have a hard time wanting to tear up the book if it's all intact. But if it's damaged like this, I thought, well, maybe we could use some of that. Now the story is still intact here. So I'm still like, well, do I want to tear it up? This book has a glossary in the back for some words that aren't very commonly used. Anyway, everybody remember this book? So I would prefer probably to find a book that, you know, might have some sort of math, relationship to math. But I saw a couple at Goodwill the other day, and I thought about getting them, and then I, again, felt guilty about tearing them up. But I do have this. I have a couple copies of this for some reason. I don't know why. The covers are missing, and they're already really rough, and there's a million of these books out there. So do not have a problem using some of this. And I thought maybe I would just cut out little pieces, little pictures that I thought were interesting. Like this one, he's counting. So that might work for this. So let's see. And it looks like it's been stepped on or something. It has like a little imprint here. So that would be good. I think I'll use that. go for it. It's somewhat therapeutic, right? Just rip it out. Just looking for other bits I might want to use. I think the idea with a lot of these junk journals, at least in my opinion, is to kind of inspire thought, inspire writing, inspire creativity, not only for the person putting together the junk journal, but for the recipient of it. And so when you're putting it together, and you can add some little things that might either be reminiscent of that, just something that speaks to the recipient. So that's kind of what I'm doing, where I'm going with this. Another thing I had show you real quick, anybody who's out there, is this one, the Lucky Cookbook for Boys and Girls. This was something that I grew up with. This is from 69, Scholastic Book 69. Again, some conditioning issues, so nothing I necessarily worry about. Because books with condition issues are a little harder to sell. But this, being a cookbook, has some like measurements and things like that. So, and some cute little graphics. Baked potato. So I might use some of this in it. Little gingerbread man. Cute. I don't remember if I ever made any of these. This might have been a book that my mom had when she was in college for early childhood education. Apparently the sugar cookies were a more advanced option. There's a little kitty. Might use that in my own junk journal. Cook a supper. For this supper, you will make stuffed celery. Ugh. Baked potatoes, hamburgers. Stuffed celery. Is that? Oh, that's just, yeah, I definitely made that. But this has, yeah, this one has cream cheese. Party punch. This is such a cute book. Party sandwiches. Oh, it's cute. Ice cream pies. Yeah, I know. I love it. I wanted to look at ice cream pies. So graham crackers. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Neat book. All right. That's what I have. Let's see. What do we want to put in here? Somewhere I had plain white page, yeah. Let's try zigzag. Let's see how the scissors do. Oh, the sun's coming out. I can see it. I do need to cut out and go see Noodle. Let's see, it's 12:10. I need to see him at 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock. So I'll need to leave here by about another half an hour. I need to leave here by 1:45. Doesn't take too long to get there. This time, I'm just going to use a little bit of this stuff, see if I can avoid the whole buckling of the page with the glue stick. Oh, thanks. Because I appreciate your encouragement, Lorna, more than you know. These guys are cute. I think I'll use them somewhere. I want to cut his tail. Let's see if I can save it. Right. try to make a pocket. Pocket. See if I can use any of this for a pocket. Because it's nice, thick, and pretty thick paper. I love this one. Do you remember this one from the back of the... Oh, hi, Heather Elizabeth. I'm so sorry I didn't see you come in. I am making a junk journal for my daughter, Maddie. Yes. Sorry I missed you. Let's see. I definitely like this little guy in the car. Let's use this one. Yeah, mad dog. How do you have a good memory? Yeah, she's funny. She's quirky and silly, and I think she'll really like it. I hope she uses it, like, you know, to journal in and stuff. I used some of these old notebook pages from one of John's kids, and put them on here. And I'm gonna use them. Yeah, I can use this to make a pocket. Because they have like some old math on it. This one got a little bit messed up, so I think I will use this one to make a little pocket. Since it's kind of thicker now that I've doubled it up. I need to get my measurements right. 6.5. This is 6, so I just need it to go a little bit farther out. I want to extend the page, that is. I'll do it this direction. There's a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Definitely want to use that part with the hypotenuse. Hey, Joyce. I can't make a decision. Get back to this. Can you have the edge rough like that and just make a pocket of this? I'm just going to try to extend the page out to 6.5. And that does make it to about 6.5. I have to do it on this side. Okay. Yeah, I think I might move or either start this earlier or move it to a different day when I can go longer, because once I start getting going, I want to keep going, but then I have to leave for other things. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I wish I had more time. And you know what I've seen them do before, which I wish I'd done here, is fold down the edge so that it kind of reinforces the edge a little bit more. That I forgot to do that here. But I can reinforce it now by putting like a little trim piece or something like that on here. You know, this isn't what I mean, but like putting something right there. I thought I could put this guy down here. And then where's the other one? This up here. Maybe coming out of the page. Because I wanted to use this, but it bothered me that he didn't have any legs. So I could put it like in there. I'm not sure. I definitely like this guy. So have y'all watched any junk journaling videos or how-tos or anything like that before? I've been watching a lot lately, just trying to hone my own technique and ideas before I go at it myself. But it's going to be a lot of trial and error anyway. I have just come to accept that. Oh, the sun is bright. I like it. So I made a pocket. I'm not sure I love it, but it is what it is. Actually, yeah, that could be just free floating. Put it in like that. She can take it out and do something else with it if she wants to. This side. How it is, yeah. It's mostly cloudy. There's a few sun breaks. It's mostly cloudy. Maybe it'll change, in the afternoon. It'll sometimes clear up. I hear it's beautiful weather in a lot of other places. think I'm figuring out why people who do junk journaling and scrapbooking use a lot of that distress ink. It hides a lot of things. It hides rough edges and kind of camouflages and unifies things. So a lot of people who do junk journaling sell their junk journals too. I have no plans to be doing that, but that was interesting. Some very talented people out there. Just making them for myself and for gifts, basically. There's some really great book artists out there. Keep an eye on the clock. I have about 15 minutes. Yeah, it's just a little book that I can tuck in somewhere. Some people do a lot with these scraps, like they'll layer up a bunch of scraps together and glue them and put a little ribbon on it, and it's just amazing all the little things that they can do. They don't waste a thing. I'm putting my scraps in a little bag over on the wall that I can grab if I need, here a little pop of color. Kind of do collage things up a bit. I want to put a number 1 and a number 2 here. I have some numeral stickers somewhere. I don't know where. I really like how these turned out, and I have no plans to use them in this journal, but maybe just some napkins that I decoupaged onto this parchment paper, and I can make some cards, note cards out of it. I like how it kind of flexible cards, note cards out of it. I like how it kind of flexible. Yeah, it is special to make for someone who would appreciate it. I kind of wish I had more of her kid stuff that I could use in here, but I have, it's fine. I think she'll appreciate it anyway. But yeah, this can tuck in there if I want it to. And then I do have a lot of trims that I'm intending to use because I've been collecting them. And, like for instance, this, I can put it across here. This This is a little coffee dyed twill trim, not twill. I don't know. It's woven. It's woven trim tape. And, you know, rick rack and things like that. I have this white rick rack. This one might work good for, or well, for the top of here. Gotta figure out if I want this like this, like a little tab, in which case I'll reinforce it, or if I want to do something else here. I could use this. And a shell on the side. That'd be fun. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So what do you think? Do you think I should make a video or some videos with sort of junk journaling? Not necessarily DIY, because I don't consider myself an expert, but just videos for my channel, kind of journaling my progress in junk journaling. That's what I was thinking I would do. Make some videos. And I'm terrible at editing, so it would be, you know, what you see is what you get kind of videos. So it wouldn't be any fancy editing. So I've been wanting to make more content for my channel. And I know I do some selling on my channel, but I started it because I wanted to do crafting on my channel. So why not do both? Okay, we'll go ahead and put some of this too. The double stick tape is great, but I also want to reinforce with a little of the silicone glue because it's super nice. This doesn't allow for much adjusting, so I need to make sure I get it down right at first. Okay, go. Well, I put it on the wrong side. All right, that's fine. I could do another one. Can't be accidents, right? I meant to glue it here. I just was not paying attention. Yep. Well, I have 3 minutes. I should start saying my goodbyes. My cat's come over thinking that she's going to get on my lap, and she's not because I have to go, Macy. I guess get this on so I can feel like I can stop here. I need to find me some fray check. I know I have some in my stuff or my mom's stuff to put a little. I can also use the silicone glue for that, but I thought I'd put this over here, and I'll use some more of this trim throughout the book, I think. So that is this book. I'll probably use some of this lace too. This book that I'm working on for my daughter. I like this lace. Maybe put it a little bit along the cover. Just having fun with it, just trying new things. This is, like I said, my very first one. So, well, thanks, Lorna. Thanks, everybody else who came by. I appreciate you. And if you're watching, I don't know why you'd watch it back on the replay. It seems like it might be a little boring, but who knows? I watched some stuff I never thought I'd watch. So anyway, have a good day, everybody. And I will see you later. If you're available tomorrow, Wednesday, the 12th, I am having my weekly show with Sabrina. Simon Says Let's Make a Deal will be on her channel. That's Sabrina. Simon Says Let's Make a Deal. So check us out for our weekly show at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you all have a great day, and see you next time. Bye.